Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my two girls. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 111. I got my coffee and my summer sock camp mug. Magic loop cabin. I have cinnamon toast crunch creamer. Still looking for pumpkin spice. Today is Sunday, July 25th. Yes? Yes, July 25th, 2021. This is a podcast where I share my knitting, crocheting, cross-stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. You can find all the show notes right down there. I'll have links to where you can find me on Instagram, my Ravelry group, patterns, yarn shops, patterns. I already said patterns. I said patterns twice. Bag shops. Yeah, all that good stuff right down there. If you are new, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I am here. I didn't think I was going to be. We'll talk about that, I guess, right off the top. Everybody is okay. My husband took the kids to Michigan Adventures on Monday, and Friday, my oldest got sick. Like runny nose, sore throat, stuffiness, and I was freaking out a little bit. But then my throat started feeling weird, and my nose started, I just didn't feel right. So I'm like, oh no. And then my husband got it. And now my youngest has it. So pretty sure it's not COVID. Pretty sure. But we are going to stay home anyway for a little bit. Just to be on the safe side. Those are the only symptoms that we've all experienced. No fevers or anything else. So I think we're okay. But we're still going to stay home for a little bit. If it gets worse, then we will probably get tested, but I think we'll be okay. I wasn't feeling that great yesterday, but I think it's because I didn't sleep well. Today, I'm feeling okay. I got good sleep, so whatever. Cross our fingers. And I got a boo-boo. Star Wars Band-Aid. Tried to open a container of fruit, pre-cut fruit that I got at the grocery store. And yeah, I sliced my finger. It hurt really bad. It's got a scab on it now, but I just put a band on it so you don't have to look at it. All right. Let's not talk about medical things. Let's get on to the knitting, right? That's what you're here for. I have one finished object. I almost didn't have a finished object, guys. And gals. And 3 whips. It's going to be light on the knitting, but I got stuff to fill in the void if I needed to. So, yeah, I guess that's it. I think that's my spiel. Oh, I got one admin thing. Stitching Plaza gave me a coupon code for her shop. She sells bags. I will show one in my whip section. Use the code HAPPYBDAY10 and you get 10% off your purchase. And that ends the 31st of August. And I will have that this code and the link to her shop in the description box. Wow. It's going to be one of those episodes. All right. Ready for finished objects? My one and only finished object, where I didn't think I was going to finish it because I was preoccupied with a certain whip. You will see in a minute. Oh, look at these. Oh, I love these. Look at these. This is Night Owl Fibers Monopoly. I did the toes and the cuffs in Knit Pick Stroll Bear. 64 stitches, afterthought heel. Yeah, I did 15 rows of rib, 2x2 rib, and I did 4 rows of leg, and then I did my heel. So, yep. Oh, it's beautiful. And I got them to match. Like I said in my previous episode, I wasn't going to, but I started with this dark pink color. You probably can't see, it's a very small color. Or what I usually do with my socks, to get the stripes to match-ish, I like to start the cast on with one color. Where do I start in between a color change. I think that's what I'm trying to say. So that looks like I cast on with one color. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. So that's what I did with these. I started with that pink color. I knit and I ended with this pinky purple color. And the next color is that dark pink. So it just worked out where they matched. Oh, I love these. And these are a gift. Oh, love these. And that is my only finished object. And since I have my finished object in my hand and I just remembered, I will do my stash so I don't have to show these again later. These were 195 meters. So that's how much I got this week. I almost had 0. It's okay. So my total so far is 12,266 meters. We still have, I think there's 5 weeks left. 5 weeks. It ends August 31st. I'm pretty sure that's 5 weeks. We have one more week of June, don't we? Or June. Oh my. We have one more week of July. Obviously my coffee hasn't kicked in yet. So that is where I'm at with Stash Dash. And that's all my finished objects. So now we'll go on to whips. I wasn't going to show this whip, but I did a little work on it, so now I'm going to show it. And this is my Stitching Plaza bag. Hamilton. One of my favorite bags. And tag. This is Turtle Pearl Yarns in the Trench Coat colorway. This is 70% superwash merino, 20% cashmere, 10% nylon. It says 3-ply fingering weight, 400 yards, 113 grams. I showed the cuff last time on this sock, so you'll be really impressed. Ooh, look, I got 3.5 stripes done. I'm at the heel. There you go. So I use Chiaogoo red lace, 2.5 millimeter, which is a US 1.5, 32-inch cord, 64 stitches, 15 rounds of 2x2 rib. I put my heel, I do 4 rows of leg and put my heel, I put my heel at row 5 of the leg. And it worked out where it just went in between those stripes. Oh, I love that when that happens. And I'm going to use, for toes and heels, I'm going to use Knit Pick Stroll. Is this Holly Berry? Yep. Holly Berry for toes and heels. I think that will look nice. So we'll see. Hopefully I don't end my toe at this red color. We'll see. Yeah, this is, I know I seen a picture of this knit, but it looks different than I expected. Because I have another row of black, and then it goes back to the brown. I don't know. I still like it. And it's very soft. The cashmere in there. First time knitting with cashmere. That's all I got. Just that. But these will be done this week. Maybe. Ooh. I'll show you my next whip and you guys will understand where all my time went. Sip of coffee. Alright, whip number 2. And I remembered my book this time. My Best Knits book. Let's see. Alright, this is the Dotted Rays. I'll show you this. Dotted Rays. This is a picture of it in a single color. I did Scrappy. Set that over there. Oh, I love this so much, you guys. I went into like shawl overdrive. I'm pretty sure there was 4 days where this is the only thing I worked on. I didn't work on anything else. Thursday I decided, ooh, I better finish those socks or I'm not going to have a finished object. And I'm ready for the I-cord bind off. Look at this. Oh my. And I thought this isn't, I did the large size and I'm like, this isn't very big. But then I looked at, oh, it's all scrunched up. Look at that. It is very scrunched up on the needles. So I did the last eyelet section last night, like at 10 p.m. I'm like, I have to finish this. So now I'm ready for the I-cord. And if you're wondering, yep, I'm gonna stripe it. My signature black and white stripey I-cord. Oh, this is a Knit Pick Stroll white and black. I had 50 gram skeins. I did 2 vertices unite all around them, and this is what I have left. So I have plenty. So let's see, where was I? I need to show the bigger section. My stitch marker is, there it is, okay. My stitch marker is at this red stripe right here. So I did all of that. Look at. And this is short rows, so they're wider on this side and skinny on this side. Whoops. Skinny on this side. I really like this. Oh my word. Look at this. So I am going to do the I-cord today. I don't know if I can finish it. I know the I-cord takes a long time. And there's 526 stitches on the needle. Oh, but I want this done so bad. Yes, I will knit another one. I'm using all fingering weight scraps. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm using a US 5, my Chiaogoo interchangeables. I have Cocoa Knits stoppers on there because, yeah, there's a lot of stitches on here. Yeah. Yes, I will knit this again. I liked changing the color on the eyelet row. That was fun. I got some bright neon yellow in there, and I stopped with the neon green. So, yeah, I didn't do that in the beginning. Yeah, I started doing it right there. So at the beginning I didn't do it, but I was just figuring out the pattern. Pattern is very easy. It's a little tricky getting it started, but once you get it started, oh, look at that. I did have a little bit of issues with stitch count, but I was only like 1 off. There were some rows I was 1 off, and I managed to fix it. Did I count my last row here? No, I didn't. I'm not counting. With the I-cord bind off, you don't need to have I'm not counting 526 stitches. There was a lot of counting in this just because I wanted to make sure that my rows were on count, or correct, but all of my dots line up. So, and I'm gonna probably block this aggressively so you can see those dots. Oh, I love this so much. So, and then we have to weigh this. Once I do the I-cord, I will weigh it for stash dash. I feel like this is probably, I don't know how many. Is this a 3 skein project? I don't know. It feels pretty hefty. So we'll weigh it and see how many grams it is. But, oh, I love it. And I did weave all my ends in as I went, except for this one. They're all weaved in. I did the weave and Stephen method. So once I block it, I will snip those a little bit more. Oh, and this one, because it was like 10 o'clock, and I'm like, I'm not weaving in an end. I'm going to bed. So I'll have to weave in this one and then a couple for the I-cord. So I don't know. I'm hoping to finish it today. Maybe block it tomorrow. I don't know. It might be. I don't know if I can do 500 stitches of I-cord in a day. But I'm going to try. And a Scrappy Sunday. Oh, look at this. Oh, I love it so much. So this is where all of my work went. Alright, I guess that is it. So this is probably the last time you'll see this on the needles. Hopefully. Unless something happens where I get real sick. I'm going to cross my fingers. Like I said, I think I'm alright. I felt like this for like yesterday and today. Yesterday was worse, but I think that was because I didn't sleep. Did not sleep well. Alright, last whip. This is a bag that my mom made for me. This is my jelly roll blankets. I really love this too. I'm using Signature US 2s, I believe. Yep. You probably can't read that. US 2s. These are the MIDI ones. Because I push, and I don't want to poke a finger. I don't want to poke a hole in my finger. Alright, here is my blanket. Got some tangles. I was going to work on this last night, but I'm like, I must finish my shawl. So I was here last week. So I did all of that. And now I have a little bag of like rainbow yarn. I think they're all pineapple yarn. This was from a different set, but it was pineapple yarn. So I'm just gonna do a little rainbow. I got this color right now, and I pretty much just use it until it's gone, and then I start a new color. So I'm gonna use up these, and let's see. I don't know. Let's see. This is how big it is. I have to figure out how long I want to make. I feel like I'm getting close to, I don't know, I like big blankets. And all of my ends are woven in-ish, except for this one and this one. But the others are all, I wove them all in. I don't know, did I have them woven last week? I don't know. Yeah, the last one is not woven yet, but I'm going to do that later. So yeah, this is it. This is a pay-for pattern, so I don't want to give too much away. But you do your strip until it's how big you want it. You bind off, and then you go back to the bottom. And then you cast on your stitches, and then you start connecting it one stitch at a time. Did this one. And then you go back and knit, and then when you go back, you connect it. And just till you get to the top. It's kind of like the, oh, what is that called? Northeasterly blanket, except there's no chevron. It's just a rectangle. I almost said triangle again. But yep, this is a self-striping one. And this is a self-striping one. Since I've been doing the Rowan minis, I have more tonal scraps than I do self-striping. It used to be the other way around, but that is my blankie. I'll probably work on this today at some point. I like working on that in the evenings because it's just back and forth knitting and I can stop whenever. Usually with shawls, it's like I need to end at a row for the shawls, and sometimes when there's a lot of stitches, it doesn't always work. But with that, they're short rows. And that is all of my knitting. Most of it is that shawl. Did I say it was the Dotted Race? That was the Dotted Race shawl by Stephen West. I'm pretty sure I said that. I'm repeating myself. Okay, 21 minutes. Let's do stash. First, we'll do a gift. I was so surprised by this. I was like, what? So I was on Instagram and I looked and I saw Unusual Surroundings had a bag update. And they had a Rugrats bag. And I'm like, and it has green on the inside. And I'm like, oh my, I need that bag. And I'm like, oh, I better not. Or I'm going to think about it. I think that's what I said. I said I'm going to think about it. And then later that day, got the mail. And look. What? Oh my. He gave me a bag for my birthday. An early birthday present. And there's this card. Oh my word, look at this cat. Doesn't he look so happy? So I will link his shop down below. I looked yesterday, he still had this pattern, or these bags in his shop, but oh my, I loved Rugrats when I was younger. I still know all of the characters. There's Tommy, Spike. This one's Philip. This one's Lillian, Reptar, Chucky, Angelica, Susie. Oh, I love it. So thank you, Dennis. So go check out his shop below. It's got green on the inside. Box bomb. It's a perfect sock bag, or for mittens, maybe a hat. It has drawstring. So yeah, I almost bought it, and I guess I'm glad I didn't. If I did, I would just do it in a giveaway. I love his bags. Go check his shop out. Alright, now we'll go on to stuff that I bought. We'll show another bag. This is by, oh, I guess I can take the tag off now. I wanted to save the tag on there, so I didn't lose it, and now it won't come off. One moment, please. Here we go. I think I'm getting some more. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Stitching Plaza. She has on her tag, she has the Kitchener stitch on there. I got that in my noggin. Probably forever. Unless I stop knitting socks for like 2 years. Yeah, right. That's not going to happen. I did it. I know I told you guys that I wanted this bag. And I'm like, I don't really need another bag. It's got gray polka dots in the inside. Box bottom. And then Stitching Plus. It's like, hey, here's a birthday code for you and your viewers. And I'm like, okay, well then. I'm buying it now. Drawstring. Beetlejuice. Yes. So now I have another Halloween bag. Here, I think I only have like one true Halloween bag. So now I have two. Alright, I bought this a while ago. Sorry for the crinklies. Hugh Loco does birthday birthstones every month, and I had to get August because my birthday's in August. But look at this. Wish I had more green in it than peach, but I still like it. That color. Chartreuse pea green. Oh, it's beautiful. So, probably going to use this in a shawl. I don't know, maybe dotted rays? I'm unsure about the dotted rays with this mini set. I don't know. I feel like I'm not going to have enough. So I don't know if I would... I'm not sure how I would stripe it. I know I could do the eyelet rose in another color. But I think if I still did that, I'm still not going to have enough. Unless I do like the bottom wedge. Like the color that I did the eyelets. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Still have to think about a color to go with it. And I'm not sure how I would stripe it. Would I just use up the mini until it's gone? And then go on to the next color? I don't know. Or I have another pattern in mind that I'm going to do with one of these sets that I will show in a little bit. Maybe I'll do that pattern. But it's definitely going to be a shawl. And it came with a little happy birthday card. And a stitch fixer. I think it comes, her sets come with a little gift. And then some tea. Tea drops. That's interesting. Loose leaf tea that dissolves. That would be interesting. But yeah, I could always use one of those. Alright, now we'll do kind of dream knitting slash acquisitions. We're still in acquisitions. I purchased 2 skeins of Lolo Did It Everyday Sock, which is her 75-25 base. And is that Folsom? Folsom. It's a very dark gray, almost black. Tonalish. So I'm going to use this. Sorry for more crinkling. I bought this a long time ago. I don't know if you remember it. It's another Hugh Loco mini set. Rainbow. This is Confectioners. What does it say? Confectionery mini set. I don't know when I bought this. I'm pretty sure I showed it at some point. But so I'm going to use these together. And I'm going to make... Set that down so it's not loud. My pattern's not the greatest. I don't want to give it anyway. The Painting Wave Shawl by Stephen West. When I buy the patterns, I have my husband just take all the text and print it for me. So we save ink. We don't have a printer, but I use my parents' printer. And so I just had him print off the important stuff to save some ink. So I'm going to do the Painting Waves Shawl by Stephen West. I don't know if I'm going to have that cast on this week. We will see how I feel. I don't know, after I finish that dotted rays, I might want a day just to rest from shawls. Or I might be like, nope, I'm starting it right now. So I'll have to wind up some minis. And at least one of these. Technically, I just need to wind one of these in like 1 or 2 minis. The pattern calls for 2 skeins of the main color. Let's see, 700 yards, which I have plenty. I think this is 400 and some. How many yards is this? Does it say? 463 yards in 1 skein. So I have over enough. I have enough. And then it says to use 8 contrasting colors, or 8 minis, 20-gram minis. I have 10, so I'm not going to take out 2 colors. I think I'm just gonna use 10, and we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty sure this is a pattern where you could stop at any point. I think. It looks like it goes up to 254 stitches, which doesn't seem very large. I don't know. It's a triangle where you start out skinny and then you just increase. So you can stop whenever you want. So that is on my list. I might have it cast on. I might not. We'll see. Also, another dream knitting. My next cast on for socks is going to be these. This is Knit Pick Strolls. It's navy. Yep. Navy. I'm going to do the toes and the cuffs. Nope. Toes and heels in this color. And then I have the skein. It's upside down. So Happy Jane. And Sweetly Sings. I love the speckles in this. So I thought the navy would go good with this. There is some blue speckles in here. I thought this was an 80-20 and it says 75-25. I don't know. The twist looks like an 80-20. I don't know. At any rate, it's beautiful. I like those teal speckles. Oh, look at that. So, shorty socks. I should have these cast on. At least cast on. Unless I get in the shawl mood again. So those are the 2 things that I might have cast on next week, or might not have. We will see. Alright, so that is all the knitty stuff. We will go on to reading and watching. And I have some books to share. I actually have physical books, which is interesting. I haven't read a physical book in, it's been a really long time, since COVID. A year and a half, maybe even longer than that, maybe 2 years. Anyway, because mostly I do audiobooks, and I read on my Kindle before I go to bed, so that's why I don't have physical books. Okay, reading. I finished Bridgerton #1, Duke and I. So good. I'm really not into romance, but I really like these. So I finished that, and now that's the only thing I finished. It looks like. I feel like I finished something else, but I don't know. So now I am reading The Viscount Who Loved Me, which is Bridgerton #2. And then the next one, we'll get my Kindle out. I don't know how I have read these before. I don't know how I come across these. You'll see some of the other books that I read. That's okay. Do you guys remember Goosebumps? Can you see that? This is my Kindle paper white. I keep saying paperweight, but so yeah, I'm reading Goosebumps, Night of the Living Dummy. Oh, I remember this. It's taking me back to the 90s. Maybe since I got this bag, it's like I'm feeling all the 90s cartoons, the 90s books. I need to rearrange myself, so I'm reading that. And that's all I've been reading. Yep, just those 2. The Bridgerton one is an audiobook. And obviously that one is a Kindle book. And I also, at my library, I found these. These are library copies, and they're very beat up. They're very well loved. But they had some older Goosebump books. I used to have, like, of the older ones, I think 1 through, like, 30-something. And then I stopped, probably because I got older and I didn't. But my parents put them in a garage sale, and she doesn't have them anymore, so I was kind of bummed. But there's Chicken. Do you guys remember this one? This one has a different cover on it. Welcome to the Dead House. Oh. And then Go Eat Worms. I think this is my library. This is the older ones that they had. There's a couple Kindle ones that they have, but that's pretty much it. And I'm trying to get caught up. Look at these skinny books. Skinny books. I'm cheating a little, guys. I'm trying to read 120 books, and I'm like 10 books behind schedule. So why not read some really skinny books that's going to take me like 2 days to read? And get caught up. So that's just a little bit of reading. Now that my larger library has opened, we've been going. We went on Thursday. And yeah, so we got some library books. I love the library. Love it. All right, I think that's it. Life stuff. I kind of went into the beginning of it. We're kind of all not feeling 100%, but nobody has a fever. The symptoms are just very mild right now, so I'm pretty sure it's a cold because my husband and I have got the vaccine. We've both got different vaccines. We're both having the same symptoms. The kids have not been vaccinated, but their symptoms are the same that what my husband and I have, so I'm pretty sure it's just a very mild summer cold. Cross your fingers. If I am not here next week, it took a turn for the worst. Hopefully that will not happen. If it does, I will, since I have 1,000 subscribers, actually I have more than that, but I think once you reach 1,000 subscribers, you can put in the community section, you can type stuff. So if something happens, I will leave a message on there, and I probably also leave a message on my Instagram saying that I won't be recording, I'm not feeling well, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think that's going to happen. My daughter was sick. My oldest daughter was sick first, and she says she's feeling better today, and that's only been 2 days, so I think we'll be okay. Other than that, we're just hanging out. Weather has been hot. I think it's supposed to get to 88 today. We had a little bit of a thunderstorm last night, which was nice. I love thunderstorms. Yeah. I really don't have anything else. I'm gonna get started on that iCord bind off. So check out my, actually you're gonna watch this tomorrow, so you probably are gonna see it. So never mind. I was gonna tell you, go check out my Instagram. You probably already saw it. So keep a lookout on the Instagram for a picture of my dotted rays being blocked sometime this week. Or my iCord bind off. Yep. I think for my painting wave shawl, I'm not going to do that. Because you start at the corner and it increases, and then you bind off at the top. So I think I'm just going to use this gray color for that, because I think it would look weird if I had a stripey at the end. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use this color. I don't know. We'll see. That's a long way. That's probably like a month from now, so maybe I'll change my mind. I don't know. All right. I think that's it. Yeah. Try to think if there's anything else. Doing some laundry today. And knitting. And just hanging out. Yep. All right. I will end it here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them right down there. I do love reading those. Also, I have noticed an increase in my subscribers again, so thank you, thank you. If you want to share this with anybody who you think would like it, go for it. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Really crazy. Okay, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. And hopefully cross your fingers that everybody gets better, and I will be here next week.